Good afternoon, friends. I'd like to talk to you today about the most common mistakes people make when switching their cats to a natural diet. I want to start by explaining why I periodically consider stopping making videos altogether. There are two main problems inherent in a certain segment of our population that are virtually impossible to fix and lead to a frustrating situation. Alongside the positive feedback, many people say things like, "We switched, everything's great, thank you." There's a significant amount of negative feedback. For example, I often read comments like, "I switched my cat to a natural diet following your advice, and now it has constipation." This is a recurring issue. People ask, "What meat do you give? Just meat?" Friends, we've stressed this repeatedly. Cats need a balanced diet. It's not just about meat. It needs to be a balanced mix of meat, meat byproducts, meat bones, and vegetables. Without vegetables, the meat won't move through the digestive system properly. Try eating only kebabs for a couple of days. You'll get constipated. This may not have occurred to you, but it's a fact. Consequently, what happens is that a person watches one or two videos, thinks, "Okay, I understand everything," and rushes off without reading the instructions. Then, when problems arise, they blame the advice they received, instead of their lack of understanding or failure to ask clarifying questions. This is a simplified example. On the one hand, people prefer simple solutions and quick answers. They just want to know, what food should I give my cat? That's all. They don't consider the cat's history, current condition, or taste preferences. They want a simple answer, but giving them one is dangerous. For example, I say, "My cats eat Grandorf." Someone buys Grandorf, their cat vomits, and they immediately conclude I gave bad advice. Or, "The vet said Purina, but my cat vomits after eating it." This desire for simplistic answers, without any deeper understanding or investigation, is a major problem. The second problem is that a cat isn't a vacuum cleaner. You might skip reading the instructions for a vacuum cleaner. It might break, and that's it. But with a cat, you can't do that. For instance, someone writes to me, "My cat has diseases X, Y, Z. We spend 1,000 rubles on food. What food should we give it?" I reply that an individual consultation with a feline nutritionist is crucial, absolutely necessary. A personalized plan considering the cat's history, preferences, and diseases must be developed. It cannot be done without a proper consultation. Instead of getting personalized advice, many feel we are just trying to sell them something. The most common mistakes when transitioning to what people call a natural diet include, as previously mentioned, neglecting vegetables. Another simple mistake is giving too much liver. We've talked many times about hypervitaminosis A, a condition caused by excessive vitamin A intake. It leads to abnormally rapid bone growth. This happens slowly, and at a certain point the bones start to grow and deform, affecting the spine, etc. You won't notice this until, for example, your cat suddenly has trouble turning its neck. By then, it's often too late. Some people don't measure how much liver they give. It's not just about the amount, the method of preparation matters too. Some suggest boiling meat, but boiling meat destroys taurine. People dismiss taurine as unimportant, but it's essential for nutrient absorption. Without sufficient taurine, the cat won't absorb nutrients, leading to various consequences, including blindness. Another mistake is giving more meat than other components, disrupting the balance of meat, bones, and byproducts. This can cause calcium deficiency, leading to urinary stones, kidney failure, and brittle bones. It's all because of an imbalance, a small detail that can have major consequences. Some people feed their cats fish daily. High phosphorus levels in fish can also lead to kidney failure, and so on. The cat may die. Ultimately, I stress the importance of understanding what constitutes a truly balanced natural diet. But explaining this to people is difficult. On the other hand, I'm creating videos with nutritionists and veterinarians. You'll find that their advice sometimes contradicts each other. I included a video with a well-known nutritionist. I intentionally didn't offer my own commentary, just asked questions. While I don't agree with everything she says, her experience is vast. Feline nutrition is a relatively young science. Every specialist relies on their own knowledge and experience, and these vary widely. A simple question like, "Can you combine natural food with dry food?" gets different answers from different experts. Some say it's fine, Others claim dry food won't digest properly and will rot in the intestines. There's disagreement over supplements. For example, this nutritionist uses supplements to compensate for nutritional gaps in the cat's diet. If the cat only eats chicken and chicken lacks certain nutrients, these nutrients are added as supplements. The same is true with calcium in a case where a cat is reluctant to eat meat or bones. I ask if calcium from supplements is absorbed as effectively as from natural sources. She confidently states, based on her experience, that it is. Other nutritionists, however, disagree, citing different absorption rates. There's a lack of comprehensive research to definitively determine who's right. There's limited research, and each relies on their experience. Some good vets say that super premium and premium commercial foods are acceptable, even though they have lower nutrient content and bioavailability. I personally disagree. Some vets say that certain brands, like Royal Canin and others, are suitable. Who should we trust? I fear we end up back where we started, with people saying, "I'll just feed my cat what I always have," which isn't the wisest approach. Others are more discerning and choose what's most convenient, not necessarily the healthiest. I've shown previously that some cats live to 20 on Whiskas, supplemented with some natural food. After seeing this, some people may conclude that Whiskas is perfectly fine. This is incorrect. We simply don't have data showing how many cats have died prematurely because of it. The responsibility for your cat's health lies with you. You must do your research and ask questions. I can't stand the comments that dismiss my advice, saying things like, "This is all nonsense. He's just a blogger, not a vet or a nutritionist," which is unhelpful. Constructive criticism, however, such as sharing personal experiences and arguments, helps advance our understanding. These challenging questions from people drive progress and allow us to compare viewpoints and learn. When I ask why supplements are considered to be easily absorbed, the answers are often weak or nonspecific. I've found that often a simple "why not" is not a valid argument. I apologize for the length of this, but I hope this helps. This video is aimed at emphasizing the need for understanding and research. Always investigate, always ask questions. Never settle for simplistic solutions. It's frustrating when someone watches a short video of mine and complains, "You didn't explain anything," or "Where's the in-depth analysis of cat food?" Explore the rest of the channel's content and playlists. Seek advice from multiple specialists. Excellent veterinary resources exist, but don't take their advice as absolute truth, just as mine is not absolute truth. Thank you to those who watched this video. Thank you for your comments. Please do ask questions.